Welcome to So You Think You Can Write, where we give serious writing critique without taking ourselves too seriously. My name is Lindsay, and with me here today is
Melinda Carroll,
Janette, Rallison,
Torsha Baker.
Booher, and this episode is brought to you by Writers Clearinghouse. Visit writerch.com for more information about jumpstarting your writing career.
Okay, and today we are recording at the Tempe Library as part of the annual Ready, Set, Write mini conference, and we have a live audience. That's much better. See, they're warming up finally. They're getting the hang of it. And the way the show works is we are going to have Brock read a first page submission, and the rest of us are going to listen, and if we think an agent or editor would reject the submission, we will do that.
but we'll feel bad about it. We'll feel bad.
Some of us will feel bad about it.
You know, I felt really bad when I first started on this show. Now I'm like buzzing it more than once.
You're just like cold-hearted now.
I know, I'm a little power hungry at this point.
I think that's not, well, not power hungry, but jaded and hardened.
That too.
But you think agents, they read so much, they're probably very quick to buzz or
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it stimulates that.
Okay, this is called All the Time in the World. April 3rd, 2009, Astoria, Oregon. Derek Little grips the neck of his Louisville Slugger, fingers wiggling against the gloss, feeling out the warm evenness of the wood. Feet apart, knees bent, eyes straight ahead, he raises a bat over his shoulder. He waits. The pitching machine launches a baseball and Derek swings, the crack of the impact thundering through the low-hanging clouds, blanketing his coastal town. The ball is a meteor against the gray, destined to land in the Columbia River with a muted splash. Except the practice net catches it first, propelling the ball back to the ground. Derek raises his bat again. It's 7 a.m.
7 a.m. is a
jaded
bad
for
time.
you.
Don't use 7
That's
a.m.
I'm not a morning person.
No.
So I just want to say there's nothing wrong with what's written down here. What is wrong is what's not here, and that would be internal thought. I know nothing about this character, and we're already almost to the end of the first page. So that's the main thing, is I don't have any deep point of view here. I don't know anything about Derek other than he can hit a ball with his bat, and that's just not enough for me to keep on reading. So I would say dig deeper. It says, you know, he's raising the bat over his shoulder. What is he thinking? What is so important about what's going on right here? If there's nothing important about going on right here, maybe you're starting at the wrong spot, is the other thing. So, because he's not even in a game, he's practicing. So I also don't feel the tension here, other than this is kind of cool, you know, scene, and you wrote it really well. But those are my thoughts. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. It's 7 a.m. A spring drizzle coats the backyard, turning dirt into mud, grass into flattened mush. Cold beads form on his skin, rolling down his arm, dripping off his elbow. His soaked t-shirt sticks to the swell of his chest. He'll need to stop soon. He's got class in an hour.
And I'm buzzing it for the same reason Torsha did. I was just giving it
You're
a little
not a
bit.
morning person?
No, a little bit more time to tell us why this is important and get us into his mind. But yeah, same thing. We need internal thought. We need to know why this is important.
Okay. But he doesn't care, because when 17-year-old Derek holds a baseball bat, it feels like he's holding all the time in the world.
Sort of.
And now that's the ending, and we could just put the book down and never read it again. Like, that's kind of what I feel like. Oh, that's a sweet little, you know,
Description
insert
of batting practice.
yeah, and I'm like, oh, that was nice.
Yeah, it was well written, except
Yes.
for it's missing the internal
It was
thought.
well written.
It
So I
reads
feel
more like a...
No, I was just saying, like, I feel like if you put in what's important to him, like, there's the championship coming up, and he's finally gonna make his dad proud, or he's gonna make a team, or impress the girl, or get that scholarship, whatever it is that's important, if you put that in his mind, then we'll care about baseball, but otherwise, it's just a nice morning.
And if this is so important to Derek, there's got to be some deep-rooted reason that baseball is important to him. It's important to him because he has a family life that's horrible, and this is where he can get away from that, you know? Like, there's gotta be some kind of more deep rooted, other than, it's just fun. Like, please.
I feel like the moment that that happens is when he raises the bat again. Because up until that point, you're leading to this action. You're giving, you know, it's a lot of sensory detail. You're setting up for this swing. It's this anticipation of action. He swings, and then he picks the bat back up to swing again. And it's like that repetitive motion at that moment that tells you, okay, this is not significant. I don't know what's going on. And so I think that's the moment where it would be good to then internal thought, increase the conflict right there, because I think it's I was really engaged those first couple of paragraphs with what was going on, and there was this strong anticipation of action, and then you realize the action means nothing, and so it's just batting practice, you know, and so that's.
And even at batting practice, like, you would be happy if you hit the ball, like, hey, that was a good one, I'm at A, or whatever, you know. He would be having thoughts here. We have opinions about everything, you know, and we don't know what his opinions are about what he just did even.
It reads like, this would, to me, would be like the opening scene of a movie while the credits are rolling, right? Like, it's just you're kind of getting a sense of where I am, and here's this guy hitting a baseball. It's like, it's almost throwaway, like, you know what I'm saying, because it has no DPOV. That's how it reads to me. So it's beautifully done, but doesn't really mean anything. So.
Yeah, and it almost does, because there's no internal thought, it almost does feel like it's part of the screenplay and not a novel.
Right.
Yeah.
Randy?
I am okay, I think we could use a little bit of POV in there. I'm gonna largely disagree with the rest of you. For me, when I hear this, or read it, I am in the head of, I'm picturing myself as a young man who loves baseball. I eat, sleep, dream baseball. And for me, that is setting something up. As an agent or as an editor, I would definitely read on to the next page because it is smooth. But I had better see something soon that tells me what the story's about. Is it about a boy who loves baseball? And I got to tell you that if I get to, I don't know, in the first chapter, I find out that really baseball isn't the core of this story, I would totally reject that manuscript. I mean, because it better be the absolute core of this story, a boy who loves baseball. And if that's what it is, I'm intrigued enough that I go on to page 2 to try to find out what's going to happen. And then it does need to come in really close, and it does need to have some deep thought. But I would let the first page go. I would let that slide because I'm hooked in it.
You let that slide, as in baseball?
Yeah, not the first base because you get in trouble for that, but home run, home base. Yeah, absolutely.
I want to add too, though, and I see what Randy's saying. I do, because it is very well written. I also where's the conflict or tension, you know? So going off what Randy's saying, if that's the case, the next page there should be some of that as well.
Yes.
Not just the internal thought, but you need to have some kind of tension, other than it's just a lovely day.
We want his drunken father to come out and yell at him.
Yeah.
Well,
Say, you're going to be late for class. It's less than an hour. Anyway.
Or the neighborhood bully can come by.
I feel like some of what resonates with Randy is his own experience, that's an intriguing premise where it may not be for most, you want to cue into some sort of emotion that's intriguing for most readers, whether they love baseball or not.
Which is interesting too, because then it's like, well, who's your readership? We don't know who your readership
that's
is,
true,
but
that's
based on
true.
what we all said, that will give you a clue into who this is appealing to, and if you're like, oh good, that's exactly who I wanted it to appeal to, if you're going, oh wait, I want it to appeal to these people as well because this is actually going to be a romance or whatever it might be, then that kind of can help you to decide what kind of changes you need to make as well.
I think it's a time traveling story about a guy with a baseball bat because it says he's got all the time in the world. So.
Interesting.
Jumping.
Yeah, that is intriguing, right? But okay, so because he's 17, that would suggest it's going to be a young adult novel.
Yes.
In which case, we really do need that internal thought. But it's also 2009. That's 10 years ago. So this could be sort of a flashback, and then it's going to be a romance about a baseball player. That's
Well,
Or a sick
his
Oh, is it
soap-
because of the
his
swell?
soaked t-shirt sticks to the swell
Swell
of
of
his
his
chest.
chest.
I mean, see, we go, there you go.
But at the same time,
Some of
do
us
dudes really think their chest is swell?
Absolutely.
Okay, there we go.
Some of us who want
The
this to
beach
be a
is
romance,
over
just
there.
saying.
Yeah, catch it in their reflection.
Yes, that's
Especially
just-
17-year-olds.
Yeah. Yeah. Could
Well,
be,
there-
it could be a sicklet, like,
It could be.
maybe he gets sick and now he's got he's this athlete.
Sure.
Well, that's
10
what
years
I was
later,
wondering.
it's a new
Like,
story.
this is the thing that he loves the most, obviously. So if you take that away, that's adding a lot of awesome tension.
Sure.
So, but in that case, I almost wonder if there's ways you put hints in there.
Yeah,
I
it's,
don't know.
like we said, it's well written,
Yeah.
just maybe, just not enough thought. So, shall we vote?
Yes, well, I'm gonna give it a set. I think it's well written, definitely needs, some deeper point of view. Maybe give us a better idea of what the genre is. If this is not a sports story, and if it's a romance, this is probably not the way to start a romance. I'm guessing, because I don't read romances and I don't know how to start a romance. But because I love that this is a baseball guy, I'm pretty sure that's not the way to start a romance.
So I'm gonna give it a right, but I kind of a conditional right, because I can see what Randy's saying, and depending on where the story's gonna go in the next page, because I probably would keep reading. So depending on where it's going in the next page, I might say, okay, yeah, this is moving forward. It is well written, but right now that lack of internal dialogue is a big thing. So if that pattern continues, then there is some real writing that needs to take place.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give it a set also, because I feel like you just need to tell us why you're starting the story here. And that you can do that with internal dialogue. And again, there could be, you know, a bunch of reasons why baseball is so important to him that would make the reader care. And if you just tell us that, then, you know, we'll have the reader's sympathy and we'll want to know what happens.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a right plus. I'm doing Janette. Well, and the reason I say it's because it's written well, but I don't think that it's written, like I said, you need more. So, because with me, I'd probably stop reading here, but also that's probably because I look at this as, this isn't the type of genre that I'm gonna be interested in, because there's, you know, it's just kind of, like Randy said, like I felt like this is a sports book and I wouldn't be interested in that. So, anyway, but yeah, and what Janette said, give us something to care about here. So, there we go.
I'm gonna give it a set also, simply because I think the writing's clean, et cetera. I agree with everything you said about point of view. And if it is a romance, we hope he makes it past first base.
Bada boom.
How many times can we get it?
Yes.
No.
Strike,
Okay.
swing and a miss.
Did we get it right? Do you agree with our comments? What does the audience think?
We hit it out of the park.
We hit it out of the park.
You know what? We're gonna
Home
try
run.
this. And does anyone think it is ready? No hands for that. Anyone think it's a set, so it's like needs a little bit of tweaking?
Oh.
They're all, okay, they're all at that set, just so you know what the audience said on that. Okay, so feel free to leave comments below, and until next time, get ready.
Get that right.
All right, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. And don't forget that we have a new sponsor this year. Our friend Ben Grange with Writers Clearinghouse is offering all the prize support for this year. And the winner each month will get a first 10-page manuscript evaluation for free.
Yep, and then the winner of the full year is going to get a full manuscript critique
Wow.
from agents and editors, guys. These are top guys.
That have worked in the industry and really know their stuff. I mean, that's big. Okay, and then you can find out more about Ben Grange and the Writers Clearinghouse at www.writersch, as in clearinghouse, writersclearinghouse.com.